Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Alright, back with another lesson, and this is pretty much going to be titled, The Time is Short. Time is short. Alright, we're going to get into pretty much various articles as well. A few other ones I had pretty much saved that I found today, and we're going to, pretty much get some scriptures and break them down. So, as you see here, it says China sending troops and tanks to Russia. Okay, now this was posted yesterday, and as you can see, this is a sign from Yahweh Bashem Al Shah, because you can look at the numbers. It says 0414, which is technically 144. All right, and those are one of the signs of the Lord. The Lord said He was going to send signs, in the heavens and in the earth. Okay, and then in the constellations and things of that nature. Okay, and these are one of the signs, all right, the signs of war, okay, the signs of World War III, all right, and how close we are to the end of this filthy and wicked ass kingdom. Okay, so it says the Chinese military is sending a delegation of troops and military vehicles to participate in a series of military competitions in Russia next month. All right, and it says on Tuesday, the Chinese People's Liberation Army, it says, announced its delegation of troops participated in the 2022 International Army Games. Okay, so what they're doing is they're pretty much showing off their strength. Okay, they're showing off that they're not weak. Okay, that's the reason why they had these games. Okay, it's to show their military might. All right, show how much power they got. All right, so, and that's according to prophecy. All right, that's exactly what's going on. So it says, announced its delegations of troops participating in the 2022 International Army Games in Russia had departed by train from the Chinese Inner Mongolian city of Manzhouli on its way to the city of Zabakos. I don't know how to say that. But it says in Russia's southeast. It says the Chinese delegation left for China along with vehicles for the masters of armored vehicles and tank biathlon competitions. All right, and there was an article that came out that was rolling tanks and army vehicles through China. Okay, as you see in this photo here, this is exactly what's going on. Okay, let's see. So they've been running the game since 2015. All right, and it says it will be held from August 13th to the 27th, and 275 teams from 37 countries and regions are currently slated to compete. All right, it says the 36 competitors in the IIG 22 games will be held in 12 different countries. China will also host 3 of the IIG 2022 contestants, including the Savarov attack contest for infantry fighting vehicles. It says the Safe Route contest for engineering corps, and the Sea Cup contest for frigates. Okay, so this is military might, man. All right, and that's what they're showing. All right, so it says China has participated in past iterations of the IAG competition, and Russia and China have increasingly held joint military drills in recent years. Okay, so China and Russia are pretty close, man. They're pretty tight, all right, with each other, man. Okay, and various other countries, all right, they're joint heirs, all right, and they're against Babylon. Okay, so it says, and Russia and China have increasingly held joint military drills in recent years. Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese leader Xi Jinping have both signaled increased cooperation between their respective nations and growing tensions between the U.S. and its allied partners. Okay, the prophecy, man. Okay, let's see. It says China has not provided any direct military support for Russia's ongoing invasion of Ukraine, but it has been careful to avoid making any that could be seen as critical of Russia's actions. It says in March, amid reports that Russia had asked China for some military supplies, President Joe Biden's administration warned that China would indeed face consequences if it did decide to provide material support to Russia for its war on Ukraine. All right. Let's see what else it says. It says China's high-profile involvement in this year's IAG competition also comes amid concerns China may try to replicate Russia's invasion of Ukraine with an invasion of the island of Taiwan. While Taiwan governs itself and de facto independent nation, China considers the island a part of its territory and has increasingly hinted at reunification with the island by military force. Okay, so all these tensions are rising. Okay, and it's very clear that Russia and China are extremely close, man. Okay, they're with each other, and they're clearly against the U.S. They're against Babylon the Great. All right, what you call America, man. All right, they're not cool with each other. All right, there's rising tensions. Okay, so we're in a time of war. Slack about that. We're in a time of war. Okay, so the war is brewing, man. Okay, and they're gonna turn on America very soon. Okay, now there's some other articles that I had saved, like this one. Walmart. Okay, it says Walmart is slashing prices on clothing and electronics by up to 50% as inflation hits shoppers' wallets. Okay, so basically, the people aren't buying as many things as they used to. Okay, because the people are suffering because they're poor. All right, they're not able to pay their bills and be financially stable. All right, to where they can go out and shop. All right, for necessities and needs like food and clothes and things like that. So they're pretty much slashing the prices 50%. All right, so they can get more sales in. All right, so the business can stay afloat, so to speak. So it says inflation has made consumers think twice about where to spend their hard-earned dollars. Shoppers have been more conservative when it comes to spending on clothing and other big-ticket items like televisions. The pullback comes as inflation has hit its highest level in 40 years. It says the announcement follows the lead fellow big box retailer Target. In June, it said it was aggressively slashing prices to get rid of unwanted items. All right, not only that, just to get some sales in general, man. Because the business can't stay up if they ain't getting sales. All right. Let's see. Yeah, due to the shift of customer spending. All right. It says people are earmarking their money for basic essentials such as food and fuel. Any leftover spending isn't prioritized for retail. All right. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna get into. I ain't gonna go too far into this, but you get the point, man. All right. So inflation. So you got that going on. Let's look at this one. Okay, dawn of the apocalypse, existential crisis for our species is right here, right now. All right, it says the past week has seen a record-breaking heat wave across Europe. Wildfires have rippled through Spain, Portugal, France, London. Fire brigade experiences busiest day since World War II. All right, it says the UK saw its hottest day on record, reaching 40.3 degrees Celsius or 104.5 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, and over here, where I was at, it reached over 100. I think it was 110 or no 111 degrees, man. All right, breaking records. All right, down here, man. It broke a record here too, and it says in China, more than a dozen cities issued the highest possible heat warning this weekend, with over 900 million people in China enduring a scorching heat wave, along with severe flooding and landslides across large swaths of southern China. Dozens of people have died. Millions of Chinese have been displaced. Okay, and I went on a lesson going on and mentioned about China. About, what was it, 2 years ago, before the whole pandemic thing. I did a video on China and this heat wave, and how it killed hundreds of people, man. Okay, and it killed even more people, Hey. It says millions of Chinese have been displaced. Economic losses run into billions of yuan. It says droughts which have destroyed crops, killed livestock, and forced many to flee their homes. are creating a potential famine. In the Horn of Africa, more than 100 million people in the United States are under heat alerts in more than 24 states, with temperatures in the mid to upper 90s to low 100s. Wildfires have destroyed thousands of acres in California. More than 73% of New Mexico is suffering from an extreme of severe drought. Ooh, man. You see that? Thousands of people had to flee from a fast-moving bushfire near Yosemite National Park on Saturday, and 2,000 homes and businesses lost power. So, you see what times we're living in, man? So you got all this going on, man, and yet people don't know. All right, people still going about their day-to-day. All right, so you got all that going on. Famines, droughts, okay? People dying from heat waves, World War III, all right? Inflation, okay? So you got that going on, all right? Let's see, what else? Oh, let's check this last one out. This is the last one right here. No shower, cooker, or freezer. Thousands of older women face stark choices in apocalyptic cost crisis, all right? It says hundreds and thousands of women aged over 65 are struggling as soaring prices cripple their finances, with many forced to turn off fans, cookers, and even lights to save money. It says Camp Angers told the independent women are among those hit hardest by the apocalyptic cost of living crisis, as they warn their physical and mental health are suffering. All right, so in these times too, man, you women are going to suffer, and the scriptures talk about that, man. All right, and what was it? Isaiah, I think it was 30. No, I think it was 3. Isaiah, the 3rd chapter, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna try to find it. All right, let's get that. Let's get Isaiah. I think it was the 3rd chapter. Might be wrong. Let me see. No, it's probably not 4. No, not 4. Well, we'll get Isaiah 4:1. We'll start there. All right, it says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. All right, so that's what's coming. All right, where women are pretty much gonna take hold of one man. All right, a man of the Lord in that day. Okay, but ultimately, thing I'm trying to get is that, all right, you women gonna be in trouble in that day, man. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's in 30 something, 32 if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this is it. Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. It says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail. All right, the gathering shall not come. All right, these businesses, all right, all these, your job is going to fail you. All right, your money is going to fail you. All right, all those, your substances that you have is going to fail you. All right, that's not going to protect you in that day, man. All right, and you're going to be troubled. All right, and this is a sign of trouble. Okay, all right, apocalyptic cost of living crisis. All right, and it says what? It affects women. Okay, and the reason why is probably over the age of 65 is because these younger women out here are whoring themselves out, on the internet, man. You got the platforms, you got the OnlyFans, all right, you got Pornhub and all that other stuff going on, all right, and they're selling themselves out, all right, and they're making a good living off of that, man, but they're going to pay heavily for that, all right, because the Lord sees them, man, okay, and they're not going to be delivered, all right, so it says, Camp Angers told the independent women are amongst those hit hardest by the apocalyptic cost of living, as they warn their physical and mental health are suffering. And yeah, you will be independent in these last days too, man. When Jacob's trouble kick off, you're going to be independent. All right, it says researchers found 55% of women in the age over 65 age group are being forced to cut spending on everyday expense, substantially more than 44% of men who said the same. It says 1 in 3 women in 65 in England about 1.8 million people are struggling so badly they can't afford a $25 monthly increase in their expense. It says according to YouGov data exclusively shared by Charity Independent Age. Okay, so prices are increasing. All right, they're not able to afford, the basic things. All right, so let's see. It says the choices women are being forced to make are very stark. Her organization speaks to elderly people on a daily basis, with many sharing harrowing experiences. Yeah, and a lot of these women gonna be damn streetwalkers, man. All right, when these women can't pay for their bills and stuff like that, they're gonna be online whoring themselves out, and out in the streets whoring themselves out, man. All right, just to make a living, man. That's what's gonna happen. That's gonna increase, man. It's gonna be looking like Venezuela. Okay, because that's what's going on in Venezuela. A lot of those women down there that had them high job positions, all right, governmental jobs, working as a doctor or nurse and things like that. All right, now they're on the street, man, selling their box, man. All right, and that's gonna increase heavily in this place, man. Okay, so it says we have heard from people turning off lights, TVs, and cookers. She said one woman told me she only boils the kettle once a day. Women are eating microwave food every day, which is not good for their mental or physical health. People can't afford fresh food. All of this is meaning people are mentally very low. Okay, so that's pretty much it, man. Let me read this last part. It says there are lots and lots of women living in poverty in later life. She continued. It says there are more women than men in this situation. In later life, the decisions people are having to make are having a massive impact on their physical and mental health, man. Okay? Yeah, and that's what's going on. It's going to get worse, man. It's going to get worse. All right, for you younger women too, man. Not just the older. All right? Because these social media platforms is going to fail you too. They're going to shut that shit down too. You ain't going to be able to sell your body on the internet anymore. Okay? You're going to get judged. All right, by Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, man. All right, so you see what times we're living in. All right, the times is getting short. All right, things is coming to a head, man. All right, this kingdom is just about up, man. It's over, man. This place is through. Okay, so let's get Matthew chapter 16 and we'll start at verse 1. It says the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red, and in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? Yeah, you foolish people, man. All right, 2/3 of our own people, and you stupid ass heathens as well, man. All right, you can't tell the times we living in. Okay, and when we speak of these things, all right, you jakes, you got a problem with it, man. All right, that ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. How do you know? All right, that book is just a white man's book. It's nothing. All right, nothing to be referenced, so to speak, is basically what they're saying. All right, so they disregard these prophecies because they don't want America to end, man. They want to keep living it up in this place, man. All right, they love it here, man. Okay, so they're not trying to think about the times. A lot of these people out here, man, they're trying to, they delving so far into their wickedness to the point to where, because they don't want to think about destruction. They don't want to think about possibility of famine. They don't want to think about losing their jobs, all right, losing their livelihood, so to speak. Okay, so what they do, they distract themselves. Okay, they go to strip clubs. They delve into wicked things, man. Okay, they try to fill their minds with mirth. You know why? Because they're tied to this place, man. Their spirit and their spirit is here in Babylon, man. All right, it has nothing to do with Yahweh Bashim Al Shah. Okay, so yeah, they could tell when it's gonna rain. They could tell when the sun's gonna come up and go down, etc. All right, you get the point. Okay, but they can't discern the times because why? Because they're not looking forward to a new kingdom, all right, and a new earth, a new heaven and a new earth. They're looking forward to staying here, man. All right, and they're ultimately going to die. So verse 4, it says, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas, and he left them and departed. Okay, so let's get on, man. Let's get Acts. Let's get Acts chapter 24. Acts chapter 24. I mean 2. So I can. Let's get 2. It's my bad. Let's get 2 and verse 19. Alright, it says, and I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath. It says blood and fire and vapor of smoke. Okay, and we're seeing that, man. We're seeing blood moons. Okay, we're seeing fires. Okay, you got wildfires going on. There's a wildfire here in Oklahoma, man. Alright, where I live at, man. There was a wildfire here, man, and it was spreading for miles, man. It says blood. Alright, so you got the blood moons, you got fires. Okay, we're seeing that, and vapors of smoke, which we're seeing that as well. Okay, so it says, I will show wonders in the heavens above and signs in the earth. So we're seeing chariots. Okay, we're seeing things, prophecy moving in the earth, man, like you saw in that thumbnail. Alright, for that one article. Alright, talking about war. It said 144. Alright, on the side of that tank. That's a sign, man. Okay, verse 20, it says, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and notable day of the Lord come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. And that's only for the elect, man, not for everybody. Okay, that's the whosoever. All right, it's an Israelite that is of the elect. Okay, not everybody, man. Okay, so let's get Revelation chapter 17. Verse 16. Alright, it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. It says, for Yahweh hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will. You see that? You want to talk about free will? You want to talk about doing what you want to do? The scriptures say that he put it in our hearts to fulfill his will, man. You could go back to the book of Genesis, man. Alright, or Exodus, Slakia, book of Exodus, man. Alright, during the time of Egypt. What did the Lord do? He put in the Pharaoh's heart to what? To harden his heart. Alright, so he wouldn't let his people go, man. Okay, so where do you get free will from, man? Alright, the Lord controls the left and the right hand side. Okay, going back to the book of Deuteronomy. Alright, he said where I kill, I heal, I make, you know, and things like that, man. I wound, I heal, I kill, I make alive. Alright, the Lord does all of it, man. So it says, for Yahweh hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. Because it's already written. Okay, this stuff is already written. It's set in stone, man. Alright, of what's going to happen, things that happened before, alright, and the things that's going to happen. Okay, future prophecy. Okay, so this goes to show there ain't no free will, man. Okay, period. Okay, so the Lord put it in our mind to hate the whore. Okay, well, like you saw in that article, Russia and China are pretty much joint heirs, man. Okay, and they helping each other out. All right, without the involvement of the U.S. All right, they're doing some joint military drills and having war games with each other, man. All right, nowhere in that article did it say that the U.S. was invited, man. Okay, all right, so that goes to show you, man. They training, man, and they planning to take down America, take down Babylon, man. And what the scripture says, it's gonna burn her with fire, and that's what's gonna happen, man. Nuclear missiles. Okay, this place is through. It's completely through. All right, time is short. Okay, let's get Isaiah chapter 60. Let's get 60 and verse 10. It says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Okay, so the sons of strangers, all right, these are talking about the other nations, all right, because they're strangers. They're not Israelites, man. Okay, if you're not so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American, if you're not on that 12 chart sign of the Israelites, man, you through. Okay, you're a stranger. And what the scriptures say is you're gonna build up our walls, man. You're gonna build up our kingdom. All right, just like you made us do, build up America. Okay, in various kingdoms throughout history. All right, for you other nations, man. Okay, it says, and their king shall minister unto thee, for in my wrath I smote thee. You know, he punished us. He says, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. And he has had mercy on us, like you, getting tongue tied, but you know, by sending the Holy Spirit upon us, man. You know, to understand these scriptures, to understand this word and break it down and to teach it. Okay. So it says, verse 11, therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. It says, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish, those nations shall be utterly wasted. So yeah, man, and when our kingdom comes, man, you don't want to serve us, hey, we just gonna kill you, man. Go judge your ass, we're gonna kill you. All right. Let's see. Let's skip on down. Let's go down to 20. Yeah, we're gonna start to verse 21. It says, thy people also shall be all righteous, they shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. You see? So yeah, all of us is gonna be righteous eventually, you know, because you got 2/3 of our people, they're gonna come back in the kingdom. So it says, thy people also shall be all righteous. So all of them are going to be righteous, man. They're going to have to come back through the loins of the elect. It says, they shall inherit the land forever. Okay? So yeah, it's never going down. All right? We're not going to fall again. It says, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. To what? Glorify Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. It says, a little one thou shalt become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time. So the Lord is speeding up the days. Like the title of this lesson, man, the days are short, man. Time is short. Okay? It's fastly approaching. Hey, man, the water Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah for that, man. Can't wait to get up out of here, man. To get up out of here, to see this place burn, man, and get rid of these wicked-ass people. All right? And our people included, man. So let's see what we're gonna get. I think we ended off. I'm not gonna end this off. Let's go back to Matthew. Maybe we can get 24. All right. So let's see. Verse 5. It says, no, we'll start verse 6. Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. It says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And that's all we saw in those articles, man. Famines, all right, pestilences and earthquakes, and in diverse places. It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And we don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to try. They're going to persecute us, all right, to where we're going to be enemy number one, so to speak. It says, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, okay? It says, and many false prophets shall rise and deceive many, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, which we're seeing now, crime increasing, people not being lovely towards each other. It says, but he that shall endure unto the end, same shall be saved. Okay? It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Okay? Let's see. Alright, so let's see. We'll start at verse 19. It says, and woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in winter, neither on the Sabbath day. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. Okay? And that's what it is, man. It's going to be time like never before. And we got to pray, every day. Make sure we're praying, all right, that, we don't be caught up in this, man. Caught up in the hell, death, and destruction that's fixing to rain down in Babylon the Great. All right, all over the earth, technically. Okay, and we want to be prayed that we are that number, man. You know, Lord willing. It says, verse 22, and except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Okay, and that's what it is, man. Time is short. Okay, so that's pretty much it. You know, Lord willing, this was edifying unto the elect. Shalom. Slakia. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Lord willing, this was edifying unto the elect. Shalom.